first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as we get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for sprint 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another old lead from through 1 already. Davis and Villeneuve wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Gilles. And the road was finally at the front of the lead as well. Phase there, Catacasinas.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 70 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Sean Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stonestead on the straight as they run round turn 2. Johnson Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stonestreet off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punches straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Yes, I'm back, baby. Had the week off, had to go away for work, but I missed it, and I did miss it bad. It's great to be back at an amazing track. We are tonight at Sinka Gilles Villeneuve for round 2 of season 3. Season 3, so there's going to be some amazing drivers out there. I've seen a few new names out there, a few great results from last weekend, and I tell you what, the cars are looking spectacular as well. Let's bring up Mr. Watson downstairs. We won't go looking at the ladder just yet because, you know what, it's round 2. We've only had one race. You know who won, you know who lost. It's all going to come undone tonight, and we have got a 2040. Mr. Watson, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. This one's going to be interesting. I quite like Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. It's not the most complicated layout. It feels like it's just kind of oops, all chicanes. But the thing is that there are a lot of really great chicanes. Like, they're a lot of fun to get through. Like, you can always think of a lot of chicanes that are not pleasant and you would actively avoid at all costs if possible. But honestly, these are a lot of fun to get through, and the non-chicane corners are also quite fun as well. For a grade 1 circuit, this is definitely one of the better ones you'll find, and there was a lot of passing opportunities, and I'm curious on how these things are going to deal with it. You know, it might be a little bit of a draft race for them, just, you know, being lower momentum cars and all that. I think we'll see some good moves down into the Wall of Champions chicane. And with these cars also being smaller, I'm looking forward to seeing how many of these chicanes can they take side by side.
Well, you're tempting fate there. We did see them try to go, 4 wide down the main straight on Tuesday night. We were having palpitations seeing that, but they made it through. A few ping pong drivers, but these boys are next level again. I think they're a little bit narrower. Maybe you get 4 wide, 2 wide, 3 wide. I'm sure they're going to surprise the hell out of us as we're looking at these boys go around. They're starting to. They've got what have we got? Just under a minute left before the track goes wild. A few boys are still out there getting their last minute preps in. But I agree with you. It's a pretty cool track. The passing positions, the into the chicane with a good toe can be a great one. This hairpin we're looking at now as well. If you can get yourself positioned right, there's a couple of different ways of doing it: holding it tight all the way, or coming out wide and then coming in tight. So we'll see a few guys going around here. I actually, believe it or not, rolled the car in the first corner, doing about 40 k's an hour, coming out of the pits. I don't know how I did it. The car just came out of balance, and I ended up on my tin. So, and that was the last time I raced this track. So I expect some spectacular running out here tonight, and especially with some of the new names out there. You know, there's a few boys that got baptism of fire last night. De Bono's back. Sagasa is back as well after a few years off. Both had a really good night last night in the Super Formula Lights. But then we've also got the regulars out there, you know, Byrne, Doyle, Lavery, Gowans, Gallo. It's you got some really fast boys out. This top 10 of pros is going to be very, very impressive. And as we hit quali has just ticked over. Tonight's a 2040, mate. So we're going to get the hammer to fall right on the 15-minute mark. So whoever is out on track, whoever's completed their lap, will get that lap. But that's about it.
Yeah, and it's a lengthy lap too, almost 2 minutes. So you see everyone filing out immediately, and you have to. You can't leave it up to chance. You can't waste any time. We're only going to have so many opportunities to get a lap in, and this track is technically a street course, not just in the fact that it's listed as public roads, with this being a park for most of the year. But you see the walls are quite close in quite a few areas on this track, so it's gonna be easy to get that 0x and validate the lap. And well, we'll see if anyone can demonstrate why the Wall of Champions chicane is known as the Wall of Champions.
Well, we'll see. The Wall of Champions could be also the Wall of the Deceased, because these cars could crumble and disappear as they hit that wall. But just a quick news item coming through. Boom, 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 boom. 1,700 subscribers, ladies and gents. We've finally hit the 1,700. We've got 300 to go for the end of the season to hit our 2,000. That's our target that we have in with the team and everything like that. We really want to hit that. But, mate, 1,700, and tonight's going to be a cracking race to promote it.
Absolutely. Couldn't think of a better week, a better track to hit this milestone at. Hopefully launch us into that next one.
I'm not sure who it was, but it was someone tonight. So out of the 14 viewers, someone might have clicked it tonight. I can't tell at the moment until I go to the studio.
Well,
but
we thank you, kind stranger.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, kind stranger. Or thank you, a regular that's been here that hasn't ticked the button just yet, because apparently 50% of them are still not subscribed. which is always the case with all YouTube channels. Just one of those standard things. But, mate, predictions. Are you daring enough to put it out there and see who's going to take tonight out?
No, because already things are kind of wide open. Like, if you tried to predict last week, I don't think you would have been able to predict Raiden Sagasser coming back and bringing home a win in one of the races last week. So, and I just don't have a good enough idea on what exactly is going to go on tonight to really think, like, are we going to get a chaos fest, a dumpster fire, or a pretty straightforward? And it's also interesting with no Kyle Ridley still, it would appear.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he wasn't there last week, I'm assuming. So he may be taking his time to get back. But Ben Snell, mate, one of the new boys, not sure how he did last week, but got first.
He wasn't here.
He wasn't there. Well, there you go. New lad to the field, brand new for Slipstream Autosport. So we only had one of the Slipstream boys out in the field. Oh, not a great spot to stop, whoever that was. But he's gone straight to the top of the 150.18. So first one to get across the line. Dylan DeBono has just popped his time as well. Is it going to clock in? It is. Second of the 150.95. Wow. Douglas Gowan's a 150.98. So 3 100s between them. Oh, my God. Peter Hedgecoe has matched Dougie Gowan's lap exactly the 150.98. These boys are very, very close across the top. The top three are separated by 3 100s.
I mean, they're also being celebrated.
I'm already losing the plot, mate. We just got here. Oh, man.
That's assuming you've ever had the plot. Who said that?
Yeah.
Certainly wasn't me.
In the chat, Snell and Sagasa battled it out for the GS86 title last season. Well, there you go. They're back to do it at SRW. We get a little bit of cross-pollination between GSRC and our drivers, which is really good to see, obviously, with the partnership we have been doing with the Australian Open Wheel Nationals. So it's always good to see their boys come across, and they're always welcome, as vice versa. Tell you what, looking very good out there. Snell's got himself another purple. Papaya for second. DeBono second to green. Stephanie Piccoli all green. She's got personal best for herself. Where is that brought Miss Piccoli? She's up into 22nd place. I'd love to see Piccoli get up into the top 10s, man. That would be absolutely amazing. Here's Lavery coming out there. He's been very quiet in our personal Discord at the moment, but he's out there on track tonight. Tearing it up in the new liveries, which I'm not really in love with it on the 86s, but the pear shaped is not in a good spot. The rear end's good. I'm not really happy with the front end, but that pear's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I will say that some of the SRW paints kind of give me Force India vibes, which isn't a bad thing.
Oh, really?
I actually always quite liked the old Force India paints. In fact, that was one of my most used teams back in the day on F1 2010.
I'll have to have a look at it to see what the relation is. I can't remember it. Jenny Joy, not sure if I'm subscribed. Well, come on, Donna Doyle, push that button. Don't keep us hanging. It should be able to tell you straight away. All you got to do is hit that little subscribe button and it'll update you straight away. I wonder how many cars that Breakfast of Champions wall is going to eat up. Oh, Breakfast of Champions.
Breakfast of Champions. Oh, that is actually quite genius. Someone needs to call up a cereal company stat.
Kellogg's, come and sponsor us. Love it, love it. The boys are out there. There's who's that with the bonnet picture on there? It looks like
That's Peter the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Gotta go fast.
Is that Ryan Price? He's usually coming up with stuff like that.
No, that's Peter Hedgehog, otherwise known as
Oh,
Peter
it is
Hedgehog.
him. Okay, there you go. Lovely work. Oh, Snell is up the top step at the moment. Still, he's got a 150.14. Daniel Byrne has got himself up there into second place. Trev Mortimer from Rogue Racing up in third place with a 150.51. Wow, way to go by Mr. Mortimer. Oh, he's gotten a first. Look at this, 150.07. Mortimer is on fire. He's been doing something between seasons, that's for sure. The Gas has got himself up into second place. Snell in the third. We've got Byrne, Gallo, DeBona, Ackland. Then we've got Black, Dines, Hodgkinson's, Gowans. Gowans in 11th place, mate. We haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, now it is interesting. It seems like the draft is playing a bit of an effect on these qualifying times. And you see they're all trying to stay in a long train exactly for that reason. Because I heard them talking a little bit about it towards the end of practice right before we came on air.
Bit of a chin wag about how big the toe was.
Yeah.
In a big foot and a big shoe. Oh, my dad jokes are getting worse. I must be getting tired. But
yeah, I'm the one who's supposed to make the bad puns around here. Thank you very much.
I've overstepped my line.
You sure did. The nerve of this guy.
We have got less than a second. Seriously, it is crazy. It's less than a second all the way down to 13th. There's not much in it at all. My God, it's going to be a tight race, man. It's going to be very tight. Mortimer is on fire. Tell you what, he must have been practicing on the off season. How did he do last week, my friend?
He ran well, got caught up in a couple unfortunate incidents, but the pace was definitely there.
Nice, nice. What's my boy Lavery doing? Where was he gone? He was down the bottom somewhere. He still is down the bottom. He hasn't set a lap yet. What's going on?
He's on track right now.
Yeah. Cameron Edwards back for some more of the best in 32nd at the moment. He's just gone up. Schmellenberg. Looks like Schmellenberg is getting himself out and about. He was only just racing the Super Formula Lights. We've seen him join the supercars, and now he's out in the GR86s as well. So he is loving life in all forms at the moment.
Yeah, good man running every series we have on offer here.
Yeah. Oh, Greggy Barber apologising for tapping someone up. Who have we got there in front of Lavery in the Castrol?
And he's probably getting a comms warning for that as we speak.
Well, those of you who watched last night, you would notice we had full comms available, so you could hear the drivers and the RC live on the show. We've yet to experiment with that on this show just yet. It might be due to some of the driving that's out there, because the drivers can get a bit loose sometimes. But we will try to expand it. We'll also try to expand the start of the show as well, but it's a time factor for us all to get together. We're all very busy. When we're not on here, we're all doing other stuff as well. So Kobe's doing other leagues and his own league as well. And then you've got Biggles as well, who's doing 6 nights a week as well. So everyone is extremely busy in this very small but niche industry.
That we are.
But we are down to the last 3 minutes, man. So we've still got some amazing times out there, and a lot of boys out in track trying to go for it. You can see them all having a go right now. Lavery is one of them. We've got him on the main screen at the moment, trying to get himself. He's in a bit of a battle pack there at the moment, so I'm not sure how much time he's losing through there. I'm not sure if that is Hodgkinson behind him or Barb's behind him. So we've got 2 OPR cars out there at the moment as well. But at the moment is Trev Mortimer on the top spot, Sagassa second, Snell third, Byrne fourth, DeBono fifth, Gallo sixth, Gowan seventh, Hodgkinson eighth, Ackland ninth, and Greg Barber 10th. Mate, tell me, last week's round, was there a reversing of positions between heats?
There was not.
Good. Because we saw it in the last night in the race. Last night was a full hour race, which is spectacular, but I can't wait to see. We've got a super sprint on Tuesday night in the V8s, and that will be also no reversing. So the boys, as they do better each heat, they'll be going further up in their positioning for the start of the race as well. So it's going to be a great battle on that. But have a look at this, mate. All red, all pros, all in the top 10 at the moment. We haven't seen that for a while. That's pretty good. What's the rest of the ladder looking like at the moment? We're down to the last minute, so anyone who is crossing the line now is going to just miss it out for another lap. Then we've got all the way up to 13th, all pros, and the Pro-Ams are starting in 15th, 16th, 18th, 20th. Wow, look at all the Pro-Ams coming through, and then you can see some of the AMs coming through, the green ones. I think we've got a shortage of AMs at the moment. I think we've only got about just under 10 at the moment, so it's looking good though. Marion, Piccoli, Macaulay, Newans, and then up further we had another 2 or 3. So great bit of work out there. Sam Kuzinos, yes, 0x or more invalidates quality laps. Oops. Yes, it does. All right, we're nearly there. The hammer's about to fall, ladies and gents. And then we're going to get to some grinding of racing.
Yes, sir.
Jason Wilkinson, that's another new one I haven't seen before. I've got him on the other screen. He's what's he driving? He's driving the KFM car by the look of it. Gallo's out there. Lavery's got himself a papaya in the second sector, saying don't think he's going to be improving. KRM is the colours of Jason Wilkinson's car. Ruben Martin, one of the Martin family from Get a Grip. That family is growing. More and more of them coming on track. Soon we'll be having them on track in their nappies. Here we go. The hammer's just about to fall, mate. There's no latecomers. I can't believe Mortimer is in the top spot, mate. He has really impressed me tonight.
Yeah, fantastic. Yep. Whoop, there it is.
That was not intentional, but it came out how it came out. Tell you what, Trev Mortimer has blown my mind here, ladies and gents. He did a spectacular job out there, and just on 7/100ths away from Brian Sagassa. So the front row will be road racing legend Trev Mortimer beside Brian Sagassa from 1-9. In the second row, we've got Ben Snell, privateer, beside Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team. Then we've got in the third row, Dylan DeBono from, I think it's Velocity Sim Labs, beside his Davey Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team. In the 4th row, Sean Doyle from SLM Academy beside his teammate Douglas Gowers from SLM Motorsports. In the 5th row, Callum Hodgkinson's got himself all the way up into 9th place for One Performance Racing beside Dan Ackland from the Black Fang Racing. And every time I think of that, I think of a Mohawk. Then in the 6th row, we've got Greggy Barber from OPR Gamma Flare Sim Racing. He's beside a newcomer to the series, Knox Black Privateer. Then in the 7th row, Carter Dines from Dines Tuning is beside Thomas Sonny Cena from the SLM Motorsports team. Cam Hardwick from SLM Academy is in the 8th row beside Peter Hedge, who is a privateer. And then in the 9th row, we have got Kyle Lavery from Team SAW Motorsports beside Phil Humbly from Northwind Motorsports. In the 10th row, Ash Glover from Rogue Racing has got himself up in there beside Brandon Levin from Team SAW Motorsports. And in the 11th row, as we get to the top of the table, we'll have Jason Wilkinson, a newcomer to the team from Northwind Motorsports, is beside Ruben Martin, another Martin from Get a Grip. In the 12th row, we've got Matt Tazaria from SLM Academy beside Todd Parks from Black Fang Racing. Then we have in the 13th row, Bad Dines beside Dines Racing with Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports. In the 14th row, Russell Ganner from Northwind beside Elliot D from Team Pear Shaped. And in the 15th row, Greggy Johnson from Team Greg beside Wayne Edwards from Web Sim Racing. Looking spectacular out there, these boys. We've got a few more to go. Cameron Edwards from Web Sim Racing beside Lachlan Browning from Northwind Motorsports in the 16th row. In the I've lost count. Next row is Shane Newens from Mueller Racing beside Stevie McCall SMR. Then we've got Stephanie Piccoli beside Stevie Martin, Ryan Price beside Joshua King. And downstairs tonight, calling the shots, is race director from the SRTV, Mr. Joshua Horton, and the race steward, I should say, and race director, Matty Keane from to race SRW TV. What a fumble of words as we get to the end, but we are ready to rock. Mate, that was a long, long list, and we are getting ready. I've got the camera on the back of the grid at the moment for the second lot, so we're going to have a lot of fun through here, ladies and gents. We are at round 2 at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit and getting ready for a 2-heater, a 20-40 split for the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals, and we are going to have a hell of a lot of fun based on last week. We are green, green, green as all the rubber starts burning and the boys all take off. A few guys got bogged down a little bit, but nothing too serious as we can see through the first quarter. Mortimer off to a great start and getting out there very early. Pressure from Sagasta straight away. Oh, a bit of dust coming up. Oh, sideways there. It looks like it was Thomas Sonny Cena. No, that looks like it was
Hardwick.
Hardwick, yeah, coming through there. The rest of the grid's got through nicely as they're coming through. 2 and 3 wide in the back part, but Trev Mortimer, ladies and gentlemen, he's gone around the first few corners and he's doing a great job leading it out from Sagasta. 2/10 all their way through. Daniel Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team has got his way into 3rd place. Snell is in 4th, De Bono 5th, Gallo 6th, Doyle 7th, Gowans 8th, Hodgkinson 9th, and Ackland 10, rounding out your top 10. But the action is still well way to go. We are going to see a lot of it. We have got 20 minutes of this epic race to start off with. The boys hopefully won't be too aggressive, but already you can see them bouncing off those curves, and the exit that Sagasta got through there was sensational. Mortimer was a little bit off pace coming out. Sagasta got the run off the cones and the beautifully done. They're going 2.2. Look at this, Mortimer, Sagasta, and then we've got Snell and Byrne coming through. It looks like Byrne, Snell's got himself through as well. He's got himself into 3rd place, be over the top of Byrne, but it's not over. Looks like Snell's having another look. Sagasta's closing the line a little bit, making sure he can't get through there. Look at this. We're going to get 2 wide behind Mortimer. Mortimer can feel the heat from both exhausts. 1, 2. They're going to split around him.
Oh, my God.
Oh, very well done. They all thought they would live to fight another day as he just go past the wall of champions. And ladies and gentlemen, that is lap 1 all the way through. Oh, my goodness. And what a cracker already. We are in for an amazing night tonight, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we got one on Pete, pit lane. Peter the Hedgehog unfortunately got damaged in an incident at the hairpin. He got turned around and I think someone hit the right front. Couldn't quite tell who he made contact with.
A bit of Malcolm.
Oh, yeah.
Around
Oh,
the
looks
side.
like Ash Glover. Oh, and it's...
Oh, so he.
And then you're going to see another incident there with Schmallenberg.
Yeah,
I believe it was
tidy
the-
up with someone too.
Yeah, I believe it was the
with,
911 of Wilkinson.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Wilkinson. So a little bit of courage. Oh, it looks like whoever that was in the light blue car just sort of overturned it too much and tried to cut across. Oh, that almost looked like they just got magnetized together. But nothing too drastic, nothing too major. Everyone is out there and going for it. And I tell you what, Brandon Levin has got a bit of a tail behind him too. These boys are putting pressure on. Looks like one of those cars has got himself a slowdown, so they got through. Ducky Gowan's in a new colour livery. This is going to take a bit of
Oh,
use to.
contact with Sagasser and Mortimer.
Oh, they have both come through that. I'll see if I can pick that up on the bottom screen. I will. Here's the replay on the bottom so you can keep going on the top. The bit of contact. Looks like Mortimer come on the inside. Wasn't expecting Sagasser there. Let's have a look at a different angle and see how that came out. But there they are straight away on the top going through it. Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell from those angles, but it looks like...
Whoa, and look at the save Sagasser had to make through Wall of Champions right there.
Yeah. Tell you what, he's showing some amazing driving already. Snell is out there and he's got himself cleared air and he's got himself up there 1 second already. Here we got Callum Hodgkinson, Sean Dahl on the outside of Mortimer. Mortimer's lost a few places. He's down 5 places from the top step that he had, but feeling the pressure also from Doyle. Doyle's right up behind him at the moment, really, really going for it and gunning for it. Big time. Mortimer, Hodgkinson, Dines, Sagassa. Sagassa dropped a fair few places in all that, didn't he?
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, he looked to be the most affected from that incident.
Didn't either of them call that in? So I'm assuming... Okay, so maybe he's called it, but we couldn't hear it because the 56 was called out that their volume is too low. Who is 56?
That
Apart
is
from that one.
Price.
Ryan Price, okay. But unfortunate incident there for those boys. Lucky there's another one to go through. Lap 1 craziness. Anti-crime wave. Biggie Bear, a little bit pathetic. Someone
What in the world?
had last minute to race.
Whoa, you get the air raid siren going. That was a huge stand from way far back.
Yep, 100%. I'm not sure. Biggie Bear's little pathetic. Someone gets added last minute to a race. Not sure what's pathetic about it. I guess the admins are trying to help and get people out on track. Unless you possibly missed out and he didn't. I'm not sure, mate. But it is what it is. They'll try to always do what they can if they have time. Oh, Mortimer must have got a slowdown. He slowed it right down. He's dropped down a few places. It's all about the drivers, the admins out there and what time they have. Not mentioning names, mate. That's all cool. That's all sweet. It's always good. Oh, another one's gone round. That's Ducky Gowan's gone round. Oh, Cole Lavery's out there now too on that bottom one. It's getting hot out there. It's getting really hot.
Yeah, looks like I think that's Gallo. He's side by side with an
Oh, it is. He's got a bit of extra love there from Gallo. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a different livery there from Gowan's. I haven't seen one like that for a while.
That really tripped me up last week. I was like, hang on, what's this? Like, wait, that's Doug? How?
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of contact coming through there as well. They've got to be careful, these boys.
So Glover getting the penalty from the that first hairpin incident with the 31 of Hedgeco.
Yeah. There's still more to come, I think. Some of these boys are just mistiming their entries in the pit then. Not pit. He's just backed it off enough not to rotate him around then. Barb's nearly went around, but Sean Doyle looks like he was under brakes as he was coming to the car. He would have been going, oh my God, I'm going to hit him there.
Yeah,
Pulled it up in time then.
That's the That's the last person you want to dub his race control. I know he's not race control this season, but he's still race control. That's the last person you want to irritate.
Yep, he's not that it would make him any good anyway. He's got no power when he's in the car. But tell you what, there's still a few boys that are coming too wide in some of these spots and really fighting for everything they can. But have a look at this at the moment. We've got Greggy Barber actually fighting there with Carter Dines. We haven't seen Dines up the pointy end for a while. Last season he was filtering around the mid-pack and lower, so he wasn't having a great season. But he's got some pace back tonight. But Snell, I haven't seen this lad before, and we've had confirmation that he did really well at GSRC last season. He's got himself up there 1.6 seconds up the field from Daniel Byrne at the moment. So the boys behind him are all fighting, and it's just giving him clean air and nothing to worry about, which is what will give you a big draft out of the pack.
Contact between Todd Parks and, I believe, Cena in one of the chicanes.
Oh, he's round. Mortimer's around.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh! Oh, no!
In the air. Oh, my.
This might be a safety car. Oh, no! No! No!
Oh, I'm not sure how that happened, but Mortimer ended up side by side with someone, and it's like they got magnetized together, and he just rotated around him. Here it is right now. It's Brandon Levin. Oh, he's creeped over the top of Brandon Levin, and Levin has got nowhere to go. And then he's become a ping pong ball. He's got slapped 3, 4, 5 times.
And then you're going to see him try to make a U-turn, and that's when I screamed.
Oh, no, that is not what you're supposed to be doing, Trev.
Thankfully, nothing happened from it, but you could hear the pure fear in my voice as we were watching that.
But, unfortunately, I don't know. Levin was there. Levin was right up against the wall, and he's looked like he's just turned over the top of him there, and he must be driving a singles at the moment because his pace has been ridiculously fast, but vision, not too good. But Dan Ackland is really setting it on fire at the moment in his Black Fang livery, doing really well. There's De Bono chasing it around. Who has he got beside him there at the moment? I can't quite tell.
That is Knox in the beautiful Castrol Tom Supra paint. So many good memories from Gran Turismo 3 and 4 using that car. Chef's kiss. Oh, look at that. Oh, crossovers for days.
Yeah.
Beautiful racecraft from both of these two.
Oh, Trev Mortimer's called that one in. I'm not sure he's got any.
Oh!
A little bit of contact there. Little bit of contact. Trying to get some space there to Bono to making sure he can get around there. He has got Knox Black behind him, and then behind him we've got Brandon Levin. And following him, we have got Ash Glover. Glover from Rogue Racing in that standard black and gold coming through there. We've got, was it Gowans? No, it's not. Dougie Gowans has really thrown me. It was Gowans behind Levin. It is, yeah. He's really thrown me with this new livery. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, we're so used to him being some combination of white and black with a little bit of chrome, so it's such a steep departure from what Doug has always run. Oh, Knox on pit lane. He's got no meatball, but I guess because you can see there is some damage there. Looking at the left front corner, yeah, Carter Dines almost having to cut the turn one.
It wasn't it was a he did cut the whole corner. He actually went off dirt then. He went bush hopping that time to get around that corner. I'm not sure why he did it to avoid it. Dougie Gowans, he looks like Dougie Gowans got into a crash again too. Wayne Edwards has crashed a pull bugger.
Oh, he sure has.
Here he is now. You can see it in the bottom screen. Oh, he's got pinged by Schmellenberg. Schmellenberg gave him a ride of his life then. Yeah, he's just called that in. Yep. Oh, well, there you go. He's always very calm when he calls them in, isn't he? You get some boys who really get the dry bugs, really get pissed when they got to call them in. But Wayne Edwards, when he calls them in, mate, he's very controlled and very calm.
Is it possible to learn that power?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's something you can learn. I don't know. But battle are crazy everywhere. All right, where are we at the top? We've got Snell still battling it up the front there. And he's got himself, you can just see him pulling away from Daniel Byrne at the moment. So the Carling boys have got themselves in the second and third place. They've migrated their way all the way through. And they will be working together once they catch up each other and trying to fight all the way back to the top. Sean Doyle has got himself around as well. So the top four have gapped out a little bit. Then we've got Sagassa, and he has got Callum Hodgkinson catching him. And from there onwards, we have got a gravy train all the way behind Callum Hodgkinson. We've got Ackland, we've got Lavery, we've got Barber, Glover, Dines, and De Bono, all following within a couple of tenths of each other and coming through with 6 minutes left in this first heat, ladies and gents.
It's the calmest it's been all night. Oh, just as I say that.
You just jinxed it, dude. You just jinxed it. Brad Dines in the wall.
In my defense, I think he was there before I said anything. So it technically doesn't count.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through it to see if I can see him.
Is that Smallenberg again?
Smallenberg, is he out there playing rollerball? I've seen him help a few people around the outside tonight. Give them a bit of extra rotation.
So
Lachlan Browning under break.
Yeah.
White warning flag. You got Callum Hodgkinson is all in black tonight. What's with that? Livery not working too well for him, but he has got the pressure at the moment of Dan Ackland in that new livery, and Kyle Lavery working his way through. So Lavery is up 9 places at the moment, and the biggest mover is Elliot D up at 11. Oh no, Joshua King, bottom screen. Joshua King up 15 places. Way to go, Josh. Keep it clean and keep it mean. Pressure is on in this top battle as well. Still going for it. Sean Doyle having a bit of a go there. He has got Sagassa chasing him down. Sagassa trying to recover from his earlier incident. Tell you what, these boys...
Oh, no!
Going round.
Hodgkinson.
It looks like Ackland and Hodgkinson come together. I think it's, I'll have to see if I can get that one back. Yeah, Callum just called that in. A little bit of extra love coming through there. So both of them are calling that in. Obviously, both not too sure of who is responsible. Not sure if this is it. This is it coming up now here. So Ackland's behind Callum Hodgkinson at the moment. You can see Ackland's in the yellow, and he's come underneath. And done pass.
I think this is earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't happen until like turn 5.
Well, I'm not sticking around for that long.
So Knox Black, 5-second penalty for failure to observe yellow flags.
Okay. Look at this battle coming out of here. Cole Lavery has now got Dan Ackland behind him from Black Fang. Greg Barber and Callum Hodgkinson, the two OPR boys, following them very tight. Bit of work to do, but don't forget we'll have a 40-minute race after this, so these guys will be sitting out there in their actual finishing position. So it's going to be interesting to see how that affects the race going forward. It's probably a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother, because there won't be drivers out of class in the pointier end.
Yeah, plus obviously longer race, less impetus to get something done and done quickly.
247 failure to leave racing room.
I believe that's Mortimer. It is.
That was the one on.
That was the one with him and Levin.
Yeah, yep. Here we got Thomas Sonny Cena, ladies and gents, on the cam. He's got the inside line. Well, that just changed all of a sudden, didn't it? Because we're facing the other way. But he's got Schmellenberg just in front of him at the moment, trying to get around him. Schmellenberg has been. Oh, he's got his return there. I think that was Sonny Cena giving Schmellenberg back what he's been giving to everyone else tonight so far. Who's that in the pit? Shane Newens is in the pits right now. Here comes Cena on the inside, one of the Northwind boys. Oh, I'm not sure that one's going to go because I'm not sure if he gave him a bit of extra ambition to go out wide or whether that was the driver doing that on his own. But we'll see about that because nothing was called in at that point. Great coverage by Brandon. Unfortunately, I'll miss the next race. You got this. Bit of support there. Third Eye Pilot Services for Brandon Sagassa. We'll pass on the well wishes, my friend. And to tell you what,
big lockup. Whoa!
Did you see how much Schmellenberg is attacking these curves at the moment? He is really going for it big time.
Yeah, well, with all the smoke from the tire lockup, I don't know if he was necessarily intending on taking all that curb and more of a self-preservation strategy, because that sure is a lot of curb even for these things.
Yeah, 100%. We've seen a suspension go on some of these boys as well. Final lap, ladies and gentlemen. We're not missing it this time, but let me tell you, we're going to get a good reel out of it. But here comes Brendan, Mr. Ben Snell from the Slipstream Autosports team coming around the final few corners. He's going to be taking home the first heat in the beautiful white and blue, almost 80s looking livery. And it's going to be a nice clean win, a whole 6 seconds up ahead while everyone is battling. He's been focusing on getting through clean as he comes past the wall of champions. Takes it across the line, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Snell from the Slipstream Autosport team takes Heat 1 tonight for round 2 of the Warren Brown GR86 championships. But here comes across Daniel Byrne on the bottom screen, coming through there as well, taking the second place as he comes through, and Davey Gallo bringing it home for third. Brandon Sagassa is in fourth place for 1-9, and in fifth place we've got Sean Dorr from ESLM Motorsports team. Kyle Lavery brings it home in sixth, and Greggy Barber in seventh, followed by Colin Hodgkinson in eighth. Ninth, Dan Ackland from the Black Fang, and 10th, Carter Dines from Crisscross Esports. That's not right. Dines has had that. That was once before that went wrong for him. It's supposed to be Dines June Racing. But I tell you what, bit of fun out there tonight, mate. That first heat had everything, mate.
Yeah, look at this photo finish at the line. Oh my God, who got it?
Sammy McCall got it, I think. Who was he beside?
He was battling. It looks like Cena got him at the line.
Sammy McCall. Was it Sammy McCall?
Yes.
Oh, Cena they were out of class. That was out of oh no, Cena finished 2 spots behind him on the iRacing by the look of it. Unless it's doing something in my system here. I'm trying to roll Kobe's ladder up and down. I don't have control of that, unfortunately.
It's showing in iRacing is Cena getting McCall by like a quarter of a tenth.
Yeah. Here it is. There it is, all in black and white. But ladies and gentlemen, what a way to finish heat one of round two at Gilles Villeneuve circuit for the white and brown GR86 Nationals. Spectacular run out there. Once Snell got into some clean air, he dominated that time out there big time. He was about 4/10 faster than anyone else out there because the rest of the boys were pretty much fighting for position all the way through. So once you get into that clean air, you're in a spectacular place to be. Have a bit of a word on what's going on screen here at the moment. So it's you'll get a bit of an idea of what Mr. Watson does when he's not with us.
Yes, sir. Team Watson Racing setups. If you're looking for some phenomenal NASCAR sets and rallycross sets, come check us out. We're always working every day on trying to add a few more cars to what we have on offer. So the road program is always taking shape brick by brick. So stop on by, use code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout.
I just noticed there was a Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen on the banner on one of the buildings behind there, mate. That must be a sponsor in iRacing somewhere.
That I actually don't know.
There, I can just see it on the other side. Yeah, Blue Lizard Australiana sunscreen. Must be on one of the tracks that wherever your guys that created your little short from was on. But ladies and gents, what a race, mate. I really missed it last week, and the driving out there tonight was spectacular. I'll tell you what, it was a little bit of bumping and grinding here and there, nice and clean, nice and rough as well. So not too soft out there, which we like it when it's a little bit of extra grunt out there on track. But this track brings it all together, doesn't it?
It sure does. This was definitely kind of a little more chaotic than I was expecting, and I might be reading this wrong, but I think we might actually have a invert on this one.
Oh, really? Well, I'll have to have a chat to my admins.
Yeah, showing invert 8.
It's showing invert 8, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's showing that Callan Hodgkinson is supposed to be on pole for this one, which, I'm never going to complain about.
No, you never would complain about it, mate, because you love the extra bit of carnage every now and again. But have a look how rough that wall looks, mate. That has had its share of love, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the reason why it's called the Wall of Champions is it's so easy to erase your right side suspension into that wall that even the champions do that. It's caught even the greatest drivers out. That chicane is one of the hardest in all of Formula One. It doesn't matter who you are, how successful you have been. You have stuffed a car into that wall at some point in your career.
Yeah, I think even Max has done it. Yeah, I think even Max has done it. All the weather out there is looking pretty fine. We got 23 degrees, track temp at 34. I'm getting a little bit of wind, which is not too bad. 5 kilometers now, and mostly cloudy. So the track's not going to get too hot. This is going to get some nice grip out there for these boys.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what they do with all that grip.
Yeah. Looks like my boys are the only ones out there at the moment. Brandon Levin and Kyle Lavery maybe just doing some fine tuning out there for their beasts.
Yeah, a little extra practice time and opportunity to dial the car in. That certainly never hurts.
No, it definitely doesn't hurt at all. It's especially if you can take the time to get into the setups and tweak a few things here and there, because this is an open setup series. Boys can do pretty much what they want with them, and I'm not. But they're all pretty much just racing to comfort more than anything. But some of these boys at the top end, have really refined those setups. I know Gowans has been fine-tuning that setup for a few seasons now and keeping it interesting. We did do the speed boost last season for season 2, so these things are running at 110%, a little bit faster than what other series have been running. We're trying to optimize the car and give it some freshness out there, so there's not the same boring old tin top every season. But I did hear they're releasing a new GR86 in real world. It'd be interesting to see if they're going to update this one.
Yeah, that is interesting, and I kind of hope they do. It'll be fascinating to see how everyone deals with the updated machinery.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. We haven't had an update from iRacing for this car, so it'd be interesting to see if they do at some point. I'd suggest there wouldn't be a lot of pressure for it. It just depends on how popular it is in the officials as you go around the world. But ladies and gents, here it is at the moment. There is a reverse grid, which I was not expecting, and only a reverse top 8 by the look of it. So we've got front row, we've got Callum Hodgkinson and Greg Barber from OPR Gamma Flare Sim Racing. And in the second row, we've got Kyle Lavery and Sean Doyle fighting it out from Team SRW and SLM Academy. In the third row, we've got Braden Sagassa from 1-9 beside Davey Gallo from Carling Motorsports. And in the fourth row, Daniel Byrne from Carling Motorsports and Ben Snell, privateer. Then he's actually from Slipstream. We'll get him to update that. In the fifth row, we've got Dan Ackland from Black Fang beside Carter Dines from Dine Tune. It's good to see Carter at the pointy end again. These guys are already pitting. We've got DeBono and Glover in the sixth row. We've got Levin and Humbly in the seventh row. In the eighth row, we've got Gowan Cesario. In the ninth row, D and Gander. In the 10th row, Hedgecoe and Parks. And in the next row, we've got Joshua King and Jason Wilkins, followed by Cameron Edwards and Thomas Sonny Cena. In the 13th row, Sam McCall with Lachlan Browning. In the 14th row, we've got Martins and Edwards. In the 15th row, we've got Piccoli and Johnson fighting it out down the back of the field and getting ready to go through it. Then we've got Knox and Schmellenberg in the 16th row. 17th row, we've got Marion and Dines. 18th row, Hardwick and Ewans. 19th row, Mortimer and Price. And downstairs, pushing the buttons, is the race director, Matty Keane, and race steward, Joshua Horton, running the show for us tonight. We are not too far off, ladies and gents. Get ready. We've got a few more cars to get ready and park themselves on these beautiful grid spots. And what's it say there on the grid? It says, Salute Gilles, 30th anniversary. Salute. All right, we're getting ready to rock and roll, mate.
Yep, Salute Gilles has always been right there on the start-finish line, I think pretty much since they've really started racing here.
Yep. They're going to be a absolute rip terror out there. We've got 40 minutes of this now, so it should be an absolute pearler for these lads. All right, getting a little bit patient here. We're down to the last few seconds. They're about to go. Any seconds, ladies and gentlemen. The main heat of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals are ready to go. Round 2 at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. These boys are going to tear it up. A nice, beautiful field. And we are green, green, green. Watch all the smoke fly up. Everyone seems to have got off to a really good start. Have a look at Lavery.
Oh,
he got a
Lord.
Right away. He's up there across Hodgkinson, and he's got the inside line and got it done nice and clean. Doyle is on Barb's as well. Doyle's got a nice little run there. Barb's giving him a bit of room, and then Sagassa's having a look on the inside of Barb's. Barb's could be a three-way sandwich here, but no, Sagassa tucks it in behind him straight away. Looks like Hodgkinson got that front lead back from Lavery coming through, and here comes Barb's, Doyle, Sagassa, Byrne, Snell, Gallo, Dines, and DeBono, all fighting it out. Pros at the pointy end, and very, very close as we expected him to come through. Callum Hodgkinson does a spectacular job there. I'm not sure, but I think that Kyle actually readdressed that to him as we were passing the trees. Few guys going too wide on the bottom screen, as you can see him around Parks and Hodgkinson and Hedgecoe, I should say, not Hodgkinson, coming through the back of the pack. Some of these new names are going to stumble me for a few few rounds, I reckon, mate. But there's still a couple going 2 wide and 3 wide across the back. Good old Callum. We know that when he's out there in front and he's not battling, he gets a lot of pace out of the car and he focuses on going forward. But have a look under brakes.
Whoa.
Beautifully done by Barbs.
Whoa! 3-1 crossover!
He smashed through the middle. He got squashed like a sandwich. A bit of baloney between those two. But he's got it back. Gas is trying to work his way through. He's not sure whether to go left or right at this point. He's got there right behind Lavery. He's tipping that Lavery's going to get across Doyle at the moment. Lavery's pinned a little bit. He can't get out of there. He's got one on his left, one behind him, and one in front. All he's got is empty is his left-hand side. We've got Hodgkinson, Barber, Doyle, Lavery, Sagassa coming through. Beautifully launched across there.
Oh!
What a way to go, Sagassa.
Snell.
Hit that. Is it Snell?
It was Snell.
Hit the wall beautifully there. Nice and hard. I think his brain still was rocking and rolling from the impact. It looks like Barbs may have a slowdown because he's come through that chicane, which has given Lavery a bit of an opening and coming through there. Hodgkins to Sagassa made his way through as well. Lavery in the third, Daniel Byrne in the fourth. Barbs had to drop a few spots. He must have got a little bit of extra curve coming through. Here comes one of the other Carling boys coming through nicely. It Dines over the top of Barber as well. Snell is still got there. He's still driving his car like crazy. What's going on, Barbs? He might have a bit of damage.
What a sandwich, Bono! Oh, hang on to it!
A hold by De Bono. He made that so hard for himself, De Bono there. He tried to push his way through. He clipped the rear end of one of the cars, and all of a sudden he was sideways, but he's held it spectacularly. Mate, what's going on with Barbs there? He's dropping like crazy.
I know.
He's got a black flag.
Yeah, he sure does.
Slow down.
No, it's an actual black flag.
From iRacing or from race control?
Well, I didn't see race control mention it, so I'm going to assume it's iRacing.
Oh, look at the damage on this. He's got no front left suspension at all as he comes into there, Brad Dines.
Oh, but Trev Mortimer was black flag. Oh, we got cars going around, exit of the hairpin. Russell Gander's around, and one of the Carlin cars was very slow a little bit before that.
Yep, Northwind cars going around as well. This corner here, they've got cold tyres and they're coming through a little bit hot through here. They're going too wide, which is good to see. They're giving a lot of space. Oh, there's not much in that, is there? But looks like Gander got a little bit.
Oh, we got several cars around. In Wall Champions. Oh, we got a big one.
Yeah,
oh, we might have a safety car.
Yeah, teammates,
like
Sean Doyle and Sean
Matt
Doyle, and I think it was Sonny Cena or with
I think it's Cena and Matt Cesario.
Yeah, yep. Both teammates came through there and nobbled both of each other. What a mess that was on the bottom screen.
Yeah, thankfully ended up. You're gonna see. Oh. Not sure. Oh. And then, oh my God.
That's not it's not a good spot to stop, and you just seen everyone just barreling into each other. See, nothing was malicious there. It was one of those things. One's gone across the curb, the other guy slowed down to avoid contact with the guy in front of him, and then all of a sudden you got a concertina effect. So unfortunate for the lads there, very unfortunate. But a few people will rise like cream to the top. We got Brand. I'm not sure what my iRacing is doing, but we got Sagassa up the pointy end, Hodgkinson second, Lavery third, Byrne fourth, Dines fifth, De Bono sixth, Doyle seventh, Levin eighth, Ackland ninth, and Gowans 10. That's your top 10 at the moment. So a little bit of fun these boys have had. We've seen some carnage coming through the old chicane just before the Wall of Champions.
And we ended up not getting a safety car because even though they were just a little bit past pit road entry, they were still close enough to where they just kind of went back and then pulled a U-turn onto pit road.
Yep. Nice and clean too. Oh, I'll tell you what, Levin got close to the wall then. But very, very tight there. Sagassa's got the pressure on 210s from Hodgkinson, another 5 there from Lavery. Lavery's got himself the pointy end now, but he's got the pressure of Byrne. Byrne is all over the back of him at the moment. He's got a target on his mind, and he wants to get past that car. Few people have gone through the pits to fix themselves up by the look of it too. Edwards is back on track again. Sagasa at the pointy end.
Yeah, looks like Knox Black has called it a night.
Yep. It's one of those tracks and one of those points on the track where it's a pinch zone, yeah? There's once something goes wrong on that chicane, there's nowhere to go. You've got nowhere to run off to. You've really got one line coming through there unless you see it early enough and you skip the whole chicane and just go straight and cut a heap of dirt off and you get your slow down. But you're really limited to what you can do, especially because you really can't see around that corner if you're on the inside line as well.
Yeah, I will say, though, that even with all that in mind, there was a few cars there that didn't... Well, that, and it didn't really seem like they made as much of an effort to slow down when they got to the scene of the chaos as much as you would like, because it still seemed like a couple were like full throttle, and it's like I don't think letting off would have saved them, but it's like piling in at full speed also isn't quite the play. It's like it.
Tell you what, fighting is very, very close. These boys.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, no!
I could just see that happening. I could just see the way he came into that corner. I knew that he was going to be taking out Lavery through there. The way he came in was just way too hot. Way too hot. But we'll leave that to the RC gods downstairs. But Sagasa has got himself in a good position. He's clean. He's got air in front of him. He's got nothing to worry about in front of me. All he's got to worry about is Hodgkinson behind him. And Hodgkinson is staying nice and tight over the back of him, just waiting to see what happens and waiting to see what happens with tactics as well with fuel and when they're coming in for pit stops too. Daniel Byrne in third place. Carter Dines. I'm impressed to see Dines up the pointy end. He's got some pace back. Didn't like his pun over my boy, but, you know, that's racing at the end of the day. I've got to take it on the chin like everyone else. True, true? True.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, Gowns is having a nice little battle with Ackland here. We're side by side through a couple of those chicanes.
He's always worth a good battle there, Kyle Gowans. Snell, who we saw have a fortunate one on the way through, he's fighting his way back. He's down 13 places, but now he's just passing Cameron Hardwick on the outside line. Hardwick is making it hard for him. He's taking him on the inside, making sure he goes on the outer, making sure he has not much room to go with, just giving him what he needs and no more. But Snell got the beautiful exit out. He held a lot of pace for that corner, Snell.
Yeah, there's still a lot of pace in that car, despite that rough hit wall of champions.
Is on all over the place at the moment. Lavery has still got Glover on the back of him at the moment, so he's recovering from there. Gowans and Ackland, like you said before, man, still battling it out like crazy too.
While Dines up to P3.
Doing a great job. Up 7 places, Dines. Biggest mover at the moment is Ruben Martin. No, it's not. It is Cam Hardwick up 14 places. Schmellenberg has got himself a couple of places as well. He's up 13. Rubens is up at 11 places. Hedgeco up 9 places. We're settling in. We're in the first. We have just done 10 minutes, man. It feels like a lot longer.
I know, right?
Yeah, it feels like we've been out here for 20 minutes for this race so far, but it's only 10 minutes. Ducky Gowans, bottom screen, still going for it. Having a look at Ackland at the moment. Ackland is, he's doing a nice line through there. He's got a lot of pace through there. And Gowans has got Sean Doyle behind him, so they're working together at the moment. He's not fighting him, but he's right on the back of Gowans and getting as much of a draft as you can. They are, with Ackland, slowly catching up to Brandon Levin. The Waller champion has only taken one big hit so far today. And that was, what's his name? I forgot his name. Snell, yeah. He really hit that hard, didn't he? Knocked the stuffings out of himself if that was in emotion, Rick.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't a meatball for him. It was pretty hefty contact right on that right front, but it has not caused him any pain.
What's Gowan's got on his bonnet?
I don't know.
If I can see it from the cockpit. Gyro? No, can't see it from there. Far chase? No, I'll have to go rear view of Dan Ackland.
Oh, he's got these nuts on this hood, boy!
Oh, that was one of the memes the boys did for him. Was the end of last season, was it?
Oh, God.
Oh, God almighty. I thought it might have been my face on there. I thought, oh, I hope not. I was really hoping not.
What would be worse, your face or D's nuts?
I don't know. Probably these nuts on my face. Oh, dear me. The things that come out of my dumb mouth sometimes. Who was that?
Meanwhile, Carter Dines getting 10 seconds for the incident with Lavery earlier in the race.
Yep, he gave him a bit of extra love when he didn't need to. But you can see that what happened. That was projected so far ahead. David Gallo is working his way through. He's unfortunately had a rough night too. He's down 8 places from where he started from.
Yeah, he was that Carlin in car that was involved in that hairpin incident, but he wasn't a part of that incident. That actually happened like a split second after he got spun. So I don't have an idea on what actually happened to him.
It was a bit of a mess all around, wasn't it? It looks like someone lost their rear end. It looked like one of the cars actually came in too hot and rear end went, but it was a bit hard to tell. Oh no, he stopped. Who was that stopped? Ash Glover. Okay, is he stopped because he's serving it, but he can't serve a penalty. But is he going to stop and hold? Oh, okay, all right, okay. iRacing black flag, but usually it's iRacing black flags are a drive-through.
I'm not.
Or he's got too many incidents.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is, because I'm fairly certain that's still a hold.
Nice bit of work out there. He's got Sagasa is now starting to catch some of the back markers. We are at the 25-minute mark, so we've only gone through for 15 minutes, ladies and gents. We'll probably see some pit stops coming through in the next 5 to 7 minutes. You'll start to see them come through. But Davey Gallo is putting pressure on Lavery at the moment, getting closer and closer. He's got a bit of speed up him tonight, Mr. Gallo. You can see him on the bottom screen driving through. Bit of dirt being thrown up on his mirrors and on his windows. And therefore the windscreen wipers going. Just see Sagasa coming through the chicane. He really hits that hard, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's working.
Definitely doesn't hold back. He's still, who's the fastest on track at the moment? Is it it is Sagasa right now. He just did in the last lap. He just did it a 150.88. Before that, it was Carter Dines with a 150.90. Daniel Byrne behind them, 150.92. So four 100ths, four tenths, I should say, a difference between these lads in the top 3 as in pace. If you're out there and you want to watch someone race and you've got a friend out there or a family friend or a teammate, let us know. We've got 2 cameras we can choose from and put them spotlight on them for you. Ribbons Martin. I think he's the son of one of the Martins. We'll have to find out a bit more info on that one.
Yeah.
Carter
Meanwhile,
Dines. Oh,
whoa!
Daniel Byrne and Carter Dines got really close there, coming through the big on the final big turn, coming down the back of the track. They nearly in the hairpin, nearly got not sure if they actually touched or not, but they looked. But have a look at the draft in the moment. Daniel Byrne is getting right on the back. You can see on the top screen and the bottom screen. Bernie's backed it off a little bit because he's not too sure where. That's smart driving there. He wasn't too sure where Dines was going to break, whether he was going to break a bit earlier than him or not. So he took the safer approach and backed it off a little bit so that if he does come through there hot, he doesn't end up inside his bonnet.
Yeah, Dines got real close to the wall there on the exit of the hairpin. Did you see that?
Yeah. Living on the edge.
Almost made a second wall of champions.
Yep. Lavery's hunting down now as well. He's got one of the boys in front of him. He's working his way back up the field after his little demotion from Dines. Tell you what, my STK is jumping up all over the place everywhere. It's got Dougie Gowans in third place at this point. Brandon Levin in second, Callum Hodgkinson first. And now it just changed again. It's telling me that Carter Dines, Daniel Byrne is really putting the pressure on. They've got Stephanie Piccoli as a back marker at the moment. Look at this. Steph's trying to get out of the way. She's done a great job getting out of the way there. Beautifully done by Steph. But look at the pressure Carter Dines has got from Daniel Burns, ladies and gents. He's really putting the heat on at the moment. Where's he going to be able to go around this corner? Are they going to come through together the same way? This is where they got close last time. And you can see Callum Hodgkinson nose in the bottom screen just pop up. And on the top, you can see them looking at each other. 1, 2, and 3. Very, very close. Are they going to make a move for the final chicane or not? All three of them tucking in underneath. Brandon Levin up 8 places, sitting in behind these boys. Carter Dines in second, up 8 places as well. And good old OG Dougie Gowans up 9. Sitting behind this little pack as well. So they're all coming together. But what's going to happen to the pit? Oh, how fast and hard are they hitting that curb?
Yeah, that's the thing about these little kind of slower cars is you can see them use the curbs so much more, and it's so much more noticeable here at a track like Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, where the curbs are just massive. Like, you wouldn't dream of hitting these in an F1 car or even the Super Formula Light, and maybe not even the V8 at times, but this thing, it is up for the challenge.
Yeah, hardcore. We've got a few pitters now. A few boys have gone through the pits then. 2 boys have gone through. There was Humbly that went through, and so did Greggy Barber and Ash Glover. So a few early pitters come through just then, and we'll see if it starts to trickle through to the rest of the grid. I predicted it around a 23-25 minute mark, so we'll see how that goes. Dines just pulled away from these boys. Oh, Daniel Byrne, not sure what happened then, but he ended up missing.
Oh, and Gowns is off too.
Yeah, that was a bit unpredictable by those boys.
I think those two might be connected, especially since Byrne called something in. And Doug just apologized, so yeah, I'd say it's definitely connected.
Yeah, he said he'd missed his brake marker, so must have given him a little bit of love as he came through there. But one of the boys has gone through pits. We're starting to get a few more starting to straggle through the pits. We've got Daniel Byrne right now. He's got who's that in front of him? That's a back marker? It must be. Or is that Hedgeco in the teal car?
It is.
It is Hedgeco. I wasn't sure if it was one of the cars just phasing out of the paint scheme. But Callum Hodgkinson, mate, doing a superb drive. Only lost 2 places. We know that when he gets up the front of the grid, he does a cracking job. And he's done it nicely. He's sitting there right behind Carter Dines, putting the pressure on. And I'll tell you what, Sagasa is up and away at the moment. I think he's 4/10 up the road on Carter Dines at this point. He's done well to stay out of trouble because all the rest of the fast boys have been got into a few little bits and pieces here and there. Oh, Piccoli's crashed somewhere. Oh, she's sideways. All right, there it is in the bottom screen. She's come around the corner. She's mounted the curb. She's just coming too hot and just slowly lost the rear end, unfortunately, there for Steph. And she's just out of line for someone to come through and give her an extra slap. Daniel Byrne hunting down at the moment. Ladies and gents, at the moment we are at 0-7. Dougie Gowan's got himself a penalty for that contact earlier on. And at the moment we've got Sagasa up there leading Carter Dines with 4.5/10, followed by Hodgkinson in third, Brandon Lemon fourth, Sean Doyle in fifth, Dylan DeBono sixth, and Peter, is it Peter? Yes, Peter Head. I'm going to get this name right by the end of the night. Hedgecoe. I think
that's
he would be silent. Yeah, the second E to be silent. Hedgecoe. Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming at any rate.
Yeah, we'll go with Hedgecoe.
Regardless, that's also part of the reason why I'm calling him Peter the Hedgehog.
Peter the Hedgehog. Well, Hedgecoe is leading the Pro-Ams at the moment in 7th place, doing a cracking job. At the moment, you've got Phil Humbly on the screen, and he is coming around there with, I think that wasn't Trent Waterman, that was Wayne Edwards. He was around there coming through. Even though my iRacing is telling me otherwise with the other car. But we'll just go with what's on screen. So the battle's still going through. Let's have a look. Who is the lead AM? Looks like it's Greggy Johnson. He's got himself a 3-place gap from Sammy McCall and Shane Yawns. So great bit of work there. But Mr. Hedgecoe, he has got himself a nice little buffer there. I dare say that he might not last as a Pro-Am for very long.
Yeah, because
the classes get reevaluated next week.
Yeah, because he won last week as well. He has shown some phenomenal pace. So, yeah, I think you're probably right about that one.
Yeah, well, he's battling that with Daniel Byrne, and Daniel Byrne's not finding it easy to pass him. So there's definitely not a class difference between them right now. Byrne's got the toe behind him. He's having a look on the inside line. They're coming up to the final. Yep, looks like he's backed it off to let Byrne in front of him. And he's coming through now the Wall of Champions. Either that or he's heard us and he's starting to sandbag. Or has he gone to the pits? No, he went into the pits. No, nice move. Nice move. He's like, I'm not going to waste the battle and pace out there. And he's gone in the pits. So we're going to see a few more start falling down. We've got 15 minutes to go, which we thought was around, what did I say, around the 25-minute mark. 23 or 25, so I'm running a bit behind on where I thought it was going to be. I thought there would have been more coming through. Hardwick's having a bit of a battle here with Timothy Schmellenberg at the moment. He's behind him having a look as they're coming down to the first corner. Oh, Hardwick under brakes, does a beautiful pass through there in the first corner in his satin red vehicle. Beautiful work there, but it looks like Schmellenberg is not giving that up too quickly, man, because he is right on the back of him big time.
Oh.
Did he just give him a tap there?
I don't think he did, but he got real close.
Yeah. I think we'll have to have a HR meeting with Schmellenberg and say, tapping the butt of a driver is not really condoned in the workplace.
Yeah, he's definitely been aggressive tonight, that's for sure.
I think it's getting used to the vehicle and its braking capacities and what it can and can't do. He's obviously fairly new in this car. Oh, the rear end's there, trip out just then. He carried a lot of pace through there and it wiggled its way around. Carter Dines is now feeling it again too. He's got Hodgkinson and Sean Doyle on the back of him. Levin's dropped a little bit off and so has DeBono. Daniel Byrne and Gowans as well. So the top 10 are starting to gap out a little bit. But as we know, once they all go through their pits, they'll all start to bunch up again and the action will start flying thick and thin.
Yeah. Oh, Cameron Edwards calling something in.
Can't see anything there from Cam. Here we go. I've got something here. I see him jumping to the pits. No? No. We'll go back to live. Yeah, it didn't come up on the system at all, so I'm not sure what it was that happened to him. But back to racing. We are down to the 15, 12 minute, 13 minute mark, so we're not too far off. We'll see these boys battling it up all the way to the very end. At the moment, ladies and gents, we've got Sagassa on the pointy end and Dines coming through second, Hodgkinson third, Doyle fourth, Levin fifth, DeBono sixth, Burns seventh, Gowans eighth, Gallo ninth, and Lavery 10th. That's our top 10. All fast boys and all boys that could quite easily win any of these races coming through on their day, all depending on how they come through the first few corners. Or saving fuel and don't stop. Well, yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to go. Chops, it's going to be a tough one to save, the full 40 minutes. We've seen a few boys try it. We saw Kyle Ridley do it at the end of near the end of the season. I think it was round 8 last season, not last year. And but that again was a splutter across. But there was a safety car. We haven't had a safety car in this race yet, so. Depending on how the boys have gone with the setups, yes. Oh, I tell you what, Dines took a completely different trajectory through that chicane then. He got onto the back of that back marker, but then Callum Hodgkinson nearly ended up right inside him as well. Not sure who that back marker was, but he did well getting out of the way in the end.
Yeah, looked like a red car. That's all I can make out.
Yeah. It's early days, yeah, so we've still got a few cars. We're trying to work out who's who. A few new liveries, a few new colour changes. How dare Douglas Gowans change his livery? So we can't work out who he is. How rude. But, some of the boys from Villeneuve kept it, like Mr. Doyle here in the satin gold beast. Callum's is defaulting at the moment to black, but we know that's Hodgkinson up the pointy end. Carter Dines is just faded out on my system, but he's there on a top system, so maybe his internet is starting to drop a little bit lower. Oh, Mortimer kisses the wall of death as he came through there. Wasn't quite the wall of champions, but he's still going strong. You can see him on the bottom screen coming through. Stemming McCall.
Yeah, so that's what happened with Cameron Edwards then. So yep, we got that answered somewhat.
There you go. There you go. 10 minutes to go, ladies and gents. We are there to the Pinnacle point. Still a lot of them haven't pitted. Maybe Chops is right. Maybe they will go without fuel all the way through. But, geez, it's going to be a hard slug to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy to me because this is, for these things, a fairly high-speed circuit. A lot of long straightaways, but I suppose with a lot of hard braking zones, there is a lot of opportunity for a lift and coast.
Yeah.
So at that rate, it's not that much of a shock to save fuel, but man, being able to no stop a 40-minute race, that's still quite the save. Got reports that Sagasser is clutching, so that does answer that a bit.
What's all it? I couldn't help myself.
I'm not touching that one.
the second chicane through there. Boys are coming through nice and tight as well. Look, maybe they are going to make it. Maybe they are going to make it. I'm not sure. We'll see. I just heard Greggy Johnson saying something to Jason Wilkinson, so I'm not sure who he's following at the moment. Where is Greggy Johnson going? There he is. He's all the way in their spot. Who is our... So Ruben Martin looks like he's going to take his first Pro-Am fight, and looks like Greggy Johnson is the lead tonight again. So that was last night as well. We had him up the top step. So 2 nights in a row with Greggy Johnson's going to be something different. I'll have to find something new to say to him. But him getting 2 podiums in 2 nights in a row, it's going to be a revitalised Mr. Johnson, that's for sure.
Absolutely, especially after having, I think he mentioned some sort of hardware issue in race 1. So good on him for not only get that figured out, but not losing any pace afterwards.
Yeah. I was just looking at the way De Bono's been driving, and he's fuel saving. He's definitely fuel saving, and he has been sitting behind Brandon Levin for such a long time now, and that's just not his style. He hasn't put the foot down trying to pass him. I could see him slowing down before the apex, so he's definitely fuel saving. He's going to the very end on this. We've got 7 minutes to go, so I reckon Chops is right. A few of these boys are going to manage to fuel save to the end. I think in the last 4 minutes, 5 minutes, we're going to see a sprint to the end with some of these boys that are battling around each other. And then you can see at the moment, you got Daniel Byrne up there behind De Bono, and then we've got Brandon Levin. So this is going to turn into a battle soon. Once these boys are comfortable, they've got enough fuel to get across the line, you watch them start pushing again. Looks like Daniel Byrne has decided that it's time. He's probably seen that he's touching the glove there. He's realised that he's got enough fuel, and he's starting to push it a bit more now, because they're dropping down the times. They're a full second slower in their lap times than what their best times are at the moment. Under brakes here at the moment. Is he going to have a look here? Not quite yet, but he's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it. Sagasa is in the top bottom screen at the moment. He is definitely fuel saving. Oh, listen to that thing. Can you hear that? Put it on the top screen. You'll hear the engine. It's barely revving at some points. Early shift, see that? Watch him when it comes to the hard braking zones. He's going to down the bottom of this straight. There he is. Look how long. Look at that roll. There's hardly any revs at all then. Did you see it?
Yeah,
really nice and slow on the throttle. Yep. I think we're going to see the last 3-4 minutes, man. These guys have to put the foot down. But Sagassa's got this done at this point. If he doesn't run out of fuel, he's probably working to a telemetry that he needs. You look at him trying to roll through that corner as much as possible. He took a heap of that rolling through. Carter Dines is doing pretty much the same. So it's turned out to be a bit of a fuel-safe strategy. So we've got Sagassa at the front end. We've got Hodgkinson, Doyle, Dines, Levin, DeBone. Car 31 has called something in. Or who that is at the moment.
That is Hedgeco. Yeah, and you see he's not in the top 10. Oh, he's requesting a tow as well.
Oh, he is. He is. Let's see what happened here. Oh. I'm going to leave that one for the guys downstairs, because that car on the left didn't look like it had much anywhere to run away to, really. But we'll leave it to the boys downstairs and see how they come across that one. But, yeah, Brandon Levin is starting to put the foot down, looks like it, but he's too far away. Carter Dines is like 4 seconds away from him at the moment. So he is not really much he can do across there. 50 is probably the best he's going to do. Carter Dines is slowly catching Sean Doyle. It looks like he's putting the foot down now, but Doyle is on the back of Callum Hodgkinson in a big way. Oh, car 51 is requesting a tow.
Yeah, I think that might be the other car that was involved with
in that,
Hitchco
yeah.
right there.
Yep. It looks like Sean Doyle. Doyle is having a go for that final spot that's left on the podium at the moment. He's having a go now. He's starting to put the foot down. So Stevie Marion was one of the ones that got the tow just then. Steph Piccoli's taking a wide berth around to get these guys away. We are down to the last 3 minutes, ladies and gents, so we've got about a lap and a bit to go. Probably 2 laps with the... 377 has had hardware failure. He's requesting a tow. That's Dan Ackland. Look at Sean Doyle have a go at the moment. Bottom screen, ladies and gentlemen. He's broken just a little bit early on Callum Hodgkinson. Oh, both going into pits. Both going into pits. It looks like we're going to see a bit of a change here. They were running second and third going in the pits. That is interesting. We'll see. And there's someone else followed them through as well. I can't quite see who that is. Carter Dines too. Let's see where Brandon Levin goes. He's got himself into second place. Has he got enough to finish at the moment? Has him and Daniel Byrne and De Bono saved enough fuel to get themselves around? That's going to be the big question. Daniel Byrne has backed it right off. Look how much the gap is opened up on that bottom screen, ladies and gentlemen. But here comes De Bono around Daniel Byrne. These guys are fighting with minimal fuel in this car. I'm not sure how this fight's going to go all the way to the end, but you can see them 2 by 2. He's not letting him through. This has become all of a sudden a battle for third place between these two boys. Let's see how it comes through. Who's at a black flag? De Bono. Is that a track limits 1 or a slowdown?
It's a full black flag, so I'm guessing
full black flag. So
slowdown.
that's going to be he's going to have to serve that. Otherwise, he's going to get extra time penalty from iRacing and come through. Ladies and gents, this has turned out to the last few minutes, changed a lot of ways. Is anyone else going to be able to come through and finish it as well? At the moment, we've got Sagasa out there on his own, doing the full fuel strat and really not pushing that card very hard at all. So 351 is called that incident in with 31. Brandon Levin, how's his engine pluttering? He's going okay. De Bono is now dispatched Daniel Byrne, ladies and gents. So he's going up there for a podium finish. The question's going to be, are these guys in the top 4 going to finish? Because after that, we've got Ben Snell. Ben Snell's got himself up the pointy end, my friend. He had gone in early. I don't know if he's took fuel or nothing when he had the damage, but we'll see what happens through there.
Hodgkinson just barely able to keep it up.
Ladies and gents, we are down to the final lap. Is this them coming across the line right now?
It is not. They are now starting it.
There it is. We're going to go through. We've got, I'll tell you what, we've got Sagasa, who's leading them out there. This is the battle for third place coming through at the moment. These boys are coming through. That's Byrne, Snell, and Doyle. They're 4th, 5th, and 6th. Are they going to catch De Bono and Levin? At the moment, Sagasa has got himself a 10-second lead on Brandon Levin. Levin has got a 3-second lead on De Bono on the final lap. How's this going to pan out, ladies and gents? What a way to go. I'll tell you what, there's always something going on when it comes to this GR86. There's always something a little bit interesting that happens along as well. Here he is coming around the big hairpin as we're going to come down the back straight. Ladies and gents, we're going to see 1, 2, and 3 cross the line. There's going to be a bit of a gap between them, but we'll do a showpiece for you. These lads have fought it out for 40 minutes, and I tell you what, Sagasa has got one hand already waving in the air thinking, I want this title. big time. Here he is coming through. I think that's him coming. No, it's 11. Where's Sagasa gone? He's going to be coming through the thing. Is he coming through? Is he done? Here he comes across the chicane, ladies and gentlemen. Braden Sagasa comes across the line for the feature race. He's going to bring it home as he waves his car around from left to right for the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 National. Brings it home for the 1-9. In second place, coming across the line, we've got Brandon Levin coming through in his beautiful Team SRW vehicle, flashing his lights. In third place, Daniel Bird finally gets to bring it home for Carling Motorsports at Dylan DeBono in fourth, followed by Snell, who did a fantastic recovery. Doyle had to go through pits. Dines, Hodgkinson, Lavery, and Gowans, the top 10 coming through. What a race that was. These lads put on a great show all the way to the very end. I didn't think they would make it. Chops, good call out there in the commentaries in the chat, but I really didn't think the boys were going to make it on one tank, and only about half the field managed to do it. So it was great to see. We've still a few more people coming across the line. Let's just spread this ladder out a little bit. We've got Gowans in 10th, mate. Lavery in 9th. So those two boys are really normally up the pointy end of this series. So the pace is out there. We've got Humbly in there for the Pro-Ams tonight. So crack a bit of work there for Humbly. And let's see the winner of the AMs tonight, Greggy Johnson as well. So crack a bit of work out there by all the boys. I'll tell you what, super happy with this grid and the way these boys are battling it out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one wild race. I can't believe we saw so many pull the fuel strat off right there.
I really, it wasn't wasn't on my radar, man. It was not on my radar. Was not on my radar at all. Is this car being pushed? These guys need to read rule books. Was that Donna? Great nights racing with Sean. Hadn't have a pit for a bloody thimble full of fuel. Oh, look, it is. It is the it's the way it goes. It's one of those things. You try. I've seen titles lost with people running out of fuel as they come across the line. So there's always something spectacular happening. Ladies and gents, this is how the classes finished tonight. Brayden Sagasa took first place out by convincing, I think in the end by about 10 seconds, did his fuel save, did his job. He knew what he had to do. Brandon Levin from Team SRW in second place. Daniel Byrne from Carling Motorsports in third. Dylan DeBono, he must have got a penalty for, he didn't serve his black flag. So Daniel Byrne is in there. Ben Snell got himself up to fourth place. Sean Doyle in fifth. Carter Dines in sixth. Hodgkinson in seventh. Lavery in eighth. Gowans in ninth. And Davey Gallo rounds out the top 10 for the pros. Excuse my throat. Phil Humbly brings it home in first place. Ruben Martin's in second. The young fella from Get a Grip in second place for the Pro-Ams. And Timothy Schmellenberg in third place. I'm not sure how Schmellenberg stayed up that high with all the knobbling he did. Russell Gander in fourth, Edwards fifth, Hardwick sixth, D seventh, King eighth, Parks ninth, and Browning in 10th. And the AM spot tonight, 1, 2, and 3, Mr. Greg Johnson from Team Greg, Red Energy in first place. Sammy McCall I think he's an SLM driver, and Shane Newens from, I think it's Mueller Racing, followed by Dines, Piccoli, and Marion. What a run out there tonight. And we had a few guys that did not finish tonight as well, so unfortunate for that, for the different things that happened out there. I had to pick either wave after eating the wall. You did, my friend. You did. You did a spectacular job out there, Snell. Mate, that was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely the most chaotic race we've had in kind of a while. Again, that was amazing how they were able to make the fuel strategy work when, like you said, we didn't have that on the radar at all. It completely caught us off guard.
Yeah, usually the fuel rate and the level of the tanks, SMR. Sorry, Sammy. I always keep selling Sammy's from SLM, but he's SMR, and it is SMR because I always see it in my reports too. So, apologise, Mr. McCall. Yeah, man, it was nowhere near my radar because usually the fuel levels are somewhere around the half to the 1/3 or something like that. With the 40-minute races, but you know what? It changed it up, and the boys risked it for the biscuit. A couple of them didn't make it, so it changed a few positions. I think Brandon Levin was lucky to get second in the end, with some of the boys in front of him had to pit. So, you know, kudos to the boys out there for having a go and didn't quite make it, and kudos to the boys that did make it because it was top 4 all made it through on 0 stops. So cracking bit of work there. All right, let's get into the meetings, mate. I know you got an early start tomorrow. And we'll bring him in, ladies, straight away. Mr. Greggy Johnson from Team Greg, Red Energy. 2 nights in a row, mate. Your wife's going to start talking about this, mate. And I know that you usually have friends watching you, or you did in the back old days. Are they still watching you out there in your broadcast, mate?
They do. They've been travelling around South Australia for the past, 3 or 4 months. And they're back in Melbourne, so...
Yep.
I do know they over the last few days.
Dean.
So yeah,
they used to appreciate me and Dean because Greg would have his own little cam going,
the race stream was good.
we would be hammering each other in there and taking the piss out of each other, and no one else could hear it but anyone that's on Greg's little stream that he had out there, mate.
Yeah.
2 nights in a row, mate.
Computer to play nice and do the stream, but I'm not sure whether it's going to do that these days.
Yeah,
too much going on the system.
Yeah, probably with all the 3D stuff that you've got smashing it out there. And I
that's
just
on another machine.
But, that's another one, mate.
I'll tell you what, mate.
Liking.
This was a tough night tonight. In the first race, I had traction control 1 and ABS 1, and I went to change the traction control to 2 because I was having trouble braking going down the front straight. And it went from 1 to 0. It didn't have a 2 setting. And that's why I ended up off the track. and then, of course, carnage there. And I thought, oh, no. Because I was in front of the AMs in that one. And dropped all the way back down. And fought my way back a bit. But, yeah. And then, during the break, I'm trying to work it out and sort it out. I had ABS 1 or ABS 3. So I did the whole race in ABS 3.
Or maybe it helped you in the end, mate. Maybe you were a little bit more in control
with the car properly.
Well, you did a crack job, mate. You did really well. I think you won about five places on the next AM that was underneath you. Sammy McCall was the next AM down, and that's what 3 places between yourself and Sammy.
Yeah.
So
in the first race, Dainsy and I were having a really great tussle. You know, I was on his tail, and all of a sudden we got balked a little bit, and I managed to get past him. And then next minute I looked in the mirror and I saw him get turned left going down the straight, and I thought, oh shit. Because it wasn't his fault, because someone just got on his inside and just turned him straight into the wall.
Yeah.
And he had the same thing happen in the second race going into under the bridge down the back. He got turned on the first lap straight into the wall. So that really sucks for him. But last week, before in the practice, I was in the chat room with Pricey and Dylan DeBono. And I just caught the tail end of a conversation that they were having around setup. So I asked a couple of questions and made a couple of changes to my setup last week, which made the car much better for how I like to drive. So I really appreciate the little bit of help that I got off Dylan DeBono last week. And I forgot to mention him last week, so I thought I'd jump in tonight. because we're in the same chat room again tonight. So
yeah, he's. I saw that you boys were in Leakey's lounge together tonight. Yeah, he's. He knows his car, that's for sure, and he's a real world racer. So he applies a lot of the setup and stuff that he.
Well, that's it.
Handling what he.
And I'm still trying to work out a decent setup for this. It's not quite right. I get a little bit taily at times, so I might sort of have a chat to him through the next week and see if we can get a 15 minutes during quality. I'll practice next week to see if I can get my car a little bit better.
Yeah, nice.
Anyway.
Well,
right.
Might be finally a title on Mr. Johnson's table, you reckon?
Long way off. There is a lot of races between now and the end.
I love your optimism, mate. Well, Mr. Johnson, who's you out on track and supports your racing, brother?
Yep. All my little support group. I've got Ant-Man Signs. He's doing some of my artwork for my Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains business. Chirocentric, my chiropractor who puts my back into alignment when it goes out, which is pretty regular. Red Energy, who I work for, the company support me in my little bit of racing endeavour. And of course the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia, who we support big time for all the work that they do for the guys like myself that are going through or been through prostate cancer. And lastly, Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains for all your little HO scale truck models, and for your wooden push along trains. We 3D print trains for all that, for all over Victoria and New South Wales and South Australia, and trams and buses, all sorts of different pieces for it, mate.
Get a hold of you?
Hey?
How do they get a hold of you?
Just search for me either on Facebook. That's probably the best way. Look up Greg's 3D Trucks and Trains, and that'll get you across to my Facebook page, and then onto my my website, my Squarespace site, where you can buy online, or come and see me at the model train shows, Caulfield Racecourse, on the 12th and 13th of September, I believe it is.
There you go, mate. 2 days after my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday for that. I'll talk to you before then, I hope.
Oh, maybe if you're lucky, mate. 11th September, don't forget it's when all the presents come, peeps, please.
11th September, I'm hoping to go out and listen to a Pink Floyd band, one of my mates that plays in it.
Oh, nice work. Nice work. You'll have to have a ciggy for that one, I think. But Mr. Johnson, congratulations. And we'll see you again. I'm not planning on speaking to you again anytime soon in the next few days, but maybe next Wednesday and Thursday we'll have another chat. But congratulations, and keep it going, brother.
Mate, I will be trying as hard as I can. You can guarantee that.
I know, mate. I know. Elbows will be out. Like, Mr. Greg Johnson takes out the AM place for the feature race tonight. Congratulations, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
All right, where we got next? We got Phil Humbly, who's taking out the Pro-Ams tonight. Bring on Mr. Humbly. Come on down. Mr. Humbly from Northwind Motorsports. I'm not sure if we've spoken before, Phil.
G'day, yep.
Have we had a chat in the booth before?
First time here.
First time here at Cherry Popper for Phil. How'd you go out there, mate? The Northwind vehicles are looking pretty special out there. A little bit of fun in the traffic.
Yeah, it was an interesting race. I was by far not the fastest tonight. I didn't feel comfortable on this track. There was a bit of guys getting into other trouble, and I was able to thread the needle there, which was just lucky for me. Peter Hedgecoe got up to P7, so he got into some carnage there, which was a bit unfortunate. So, and then towards the end, I think there was some guys fuel saving, which gave me a couple more places. So yeah, it just fell into my lap. I can't say I did a lot of earning it.
Mate, you've got to remember you've put yourself in a position to take advantage of other people's misfortunes, and you did a cracking job, mate, to get there. It's not luck, it's you just stayed clean, mate. A lot of titles are won just by clean racing out there. We've had boys win the pros and the AMs and even the pro series without even winning a race, just by being consistently in the points all the time. So, mate, you did a cracking job. How are you settling in, mate? This is your second season. Are you enjoying it out there?
Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, enjoy just, look, I'm having fun, whether it's P1 or P12 or P30. If you're having a good race with someone and it's nice and clean, that's all it is for me.
Excellent work, mate. Excellent. Well, congratulations, Mr. Humley. And who gets Phil out on track and supports the Northwind Motorsports team?
That's right there. Thanks to Northwind for having me along.
Do they have any sponsors that you want to shout out?
No, not at the moment. We just look after ourselves. Yep.
Excellent work, mate. Well, congratulations, mate. I'm glad to hear you're having fun. Keep it going. Good result in the Pro-Ams. Good to see you up in the booth. Hopefully, we'll see you up here again in the next few rounds.
You never know. Every race is interesting. Thanks very much.
Excellent, mate. Thank you, Phil. All right, ladies and gents, who we got next? We've got... who finished in third place? I think it was Brandon Levin. No,
I believe it was Byrne.
So we've got Daniel Byrne's not there. We've got no Brandon Levin there. So we've only got Brayden Sagassa. So we're going straight to the top step for the pros. Not sure why Ben Snell's in there, but that's okay. He was probably just catching up with Brayden because they race against each other. But ladies and gentlemen, the 9-1 champion has brought it home for the pros in the GR86. I believe we had a chat last night, Brayden, and you're back in here tonight, 2 nights in a row, mate. That is amazing effort out there, man. Looks like you settled yourself back into SRW like you've never left.
Yeah, it's good to be back having a chat again, Steve. Yeah, that was a lot of fun last night and tonight. That last race was just a lot of fuel saving, and I only made it across the line by the smell of an oily rag.
Well, guys really caught us off guard. Myself and Mr. Watson, we had no idea that it was on the cards. What was the fuel level start for the 40-minute?
It was like 29.6 litres, I think.
Wow, and you still made it across. So at what point did you realise I'm going to make it here?
So at the start, my iRacing fuel calculator lied to me and said, "Oh, you can make it to the end." So I started gunning it, and then it said, "Oh, you need to add 2 litres." And I thought, "What?" Excuse me. So I had to really back it down and start lifting and coasting, and yeah, just made it across the line.
Yeah, I was on board with you for a little bit, and then I said the boys put it up on the main camera because I could hear the revs just dropping in certain points, and down around the final hairpin, you're literally rolling around that full, taking as much pace as you could, literally rolling right around the hairpin, and making it around, mate. So it was what you reckon? What, half a litre, couple of maybe a quarter litre left or less?
Yeah, it was probably about 0.02, 0.03 across the line, so it wasn't by much.
Oh, nice work, mate. Nice work. Well, that's 2 nights in a row, mate. So that's 2 championships that you could put your hat in the ring for at least. So it's a good comeback, and the boys at 9-1 are going to be fairly happy.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Ben Snell was in there having a chat with you in the green room. I did get one of the boys put in a post saying that both of you guys were fighting for the title at the GSRC last season. Is that right?
Yeah, we were going nose to head to head in that one, and I think I only just beat him by about 7 points in that one. So yeah, we were going back and forth. He's a really clean driver, and hats off to him. He's a great bloke, and really respect him.
Excellent work. Well, mate, the racing out there tonight looked pretty cool. A few minor incidents here and there where people are losing rear ends. We had, I think, 1 or 2 of the back markers getting in the way as well. But it looked pretty good. I was pretty stoked with the way it all went. But, mate, congratulations on a back-to-back top step from last night and this night. For those of you who don't know, Brayden won was it Pro-Ams last night?
Oh, no, I got P3 behind Dougie and Josh.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You got the top 3 step. I'm going to start writing this stuff down. But cracking effort, mate. And don't know, mate. He could be in contention for a few of them. I think some of these boys, with looking at the top 10, it looks like it could be anyone's run on any given night with the pace that you got all your boys out there. Mr. Watson, do you know where we are next week?
We are at...
Here it is on the screen. Oh, WeatherTech. What's your thoughts on WeatherTech in this beast, mate?
I actually haven't bought it since they redid it and charged us again. So I'll have to, go through the couch cushions and try and find some change.
Well, if it's anything like it used to be on that track, I know I had to pay for it, but I haven't get a chance to go out there and race on it. But anything like it used to be, I think it's going to be a cracking run out there in these cars. I can just see the corkscrew coming down the hill, Mr. Watson, isn't that the one they call it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's going to be spectacular in these cars under brakes coming up to that point, especially that little bump in the braking zone as well. That's going to cause some havoc. But, mate, Braden, cracking work, mate. First week back for me watching you race because I was away last week. So congratulations. Who gets Mr. Sagassa out on track and supports your team, mate?
Just all the 1-9 boys. They're always in and about, and also Mama Dassie and my granddad that's always watching these streams, and of course you guys for putting on an amazing broadcast.
Well, we do our best, mate, but it's nothing without all you amazing guys out there. The drivers really make it. So all the viewers out there, like, subscribe, and share the racing so that these boys have got a better platform to show off their skills because it's been some amazing driving out there, mate. Congratulations, dude. And hopefully we'll chat again, maybe on Wednesday night or Thursday night again next week. And knowing you and you're having so much fun, you'll probably be racing the V8s as well next season.
Oh, I'll have to, relearn that car. That's probably a while away now.
Great work, mate. Well, congratulations, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Steve, and thank you, guys.
All right, mate. Take care. Let's go. That's, ladies and gentlemen, was Braden Sagassa from 9-1, taking it home tonight in the feature race as the top step for the pros. Cracking night tonight, Mr. Watson. I'm glad to be back. How does it compare to last week, mate? What did I miss? Was it around the same sort of level?
No, this week was a lot more over the top than last week. Last week was still a great night of racing, but this one definitely takes the cake.
Excellent. It you know what really gets me? It's like every season, it's like as the season goes through, we're always like, the next one's better, next one's better. It's like these boys seem to lift every week more and more from season to season. It's getting spectacular, isn't it?
Absolutely, and I can't wait to see it hopefully continue again next week.
Well, yeah, I think that's WeatherTech is one of my favourite tracks. I love it. In any car, I love it. And I'm sure it's going to put on a great show. So make sure, you, ladies and gents, you tune in and watch the spectacle that is the Warren Brown GR86s on Thursday night with myself, Mr. Watson, and downstairs Mr. Kobe Jordan pushing the buttons for us. But thank you very much for all your support for the drivers, as well as all the people out there in the viewing audience and everyone that's been having a chin wag with us in the chat room for YouTube as well. So big thank you, obviously, to Shunt Scenery. If you're into your flight simulator world and you're after some renderings, please reach out to the boys at shuntscenery.com and reach out for purchasing of a couple of different items they've got online. Big thank you to Phoenix Driver Development, who supported us this year as well, and the legends down at Grim Industries. They are spectacular people, and it's coming close to Father's Day, so reach out. It doesn't have to be something expensive. He does smaller trinkets as well. You don't have to get a whole coffee table, but if you are into something like that for your man cave or your office and you want a Ferrari engine or a V8 or something, reach out to Andrew Grimm. He's an absolute legend. He'll look after you. Tell him that SRW sent you. And also to the amazing people that are Warren Brown Tools. Without them, we definitely would not have these doors open. I can guarantee you that. The day they leave is the day I'll be reaching out to all of you to put some coins in your pockets and keep the doors open for us, because they are spectacular. Reach out to them at warrenbrowntools.com.au and get Father's Day presents for Dad. They've got some spectacular stuff that you can't just find in any store. And if you're into the high-end mechanical work and you need some torque wrenches, they are the best around. There is no one else that makes a better torque wrench around town. But anyway, thank you very much. See you all on Tuesday night. And thank you for your support, and have a great weekend and stay safe.